What it is. It's your boy, Cody, so cold. See a nigga working in his work clothes right now. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. I got a little story time for y'all. I'm about to tell y'all a story about how I went to jail for basically robbing Walmart and Sears at the same damn time. This happened when I was about 19. I was fresh out of high school, going to college. Me and my mom, we weren't getting along because of her boyfriend. And you know, I was doing my own thing. You know what I mean? I rented a room, had a girl, working 2 jobs. You know, I'm working at Walmart and Sears. So basically, I had dropped out of school and just decided to work full time. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I get the job at, I believe, Sears first. Then I start working at Walmart. Alright, so I worked at Sears during the day and I worked at Walmart at night. You know, from like, I worked at Sears maybe in the morning time. Then I would come home, get some sleep. Sometimes I would fucking sleep in the mall at the food court. Then I would just, like Walmart was, I don't want to say down the street from the mall. Sears was at the mall, and Walmart was maybe like a couple rows down. So I either have to walk or catch the bus or get a ride or something. This is before Uber and Lyft and all that. You know, this is before that. So during the time, right, I'm working there. I'm making money. I'm making great money, and I'm young. But I just felt as though like, shit. If it's available, why not do it? So I was doing stocking at both Sears and Walmart. You know, I was a stocker. I would stock the tools. At nighttime at Walmart, I would stock the electronics, stock the shelves, all that good stuff. And basically, it all started at Walmart. You know? So. No, I want to say it started at Sears because Sears had to close. If y'all didn't know, back in the day, Sears used to sell Levi's, shit like that. This was like a minute ago. I don't know. It's been a minute since I've been there, so you know. Well, I don't know, but I used to sell Levi's. I would take the jeans and put them on, take them to the bathroom, put them on, and then put my work pants over top the Levi's. I used to wear like, you know, the style back then was like skinny jeans and shit. So Levi's I would buy were like skinny or fitted, but my work pants were baggy. You know what I mean? And they were always had extra pockets. And they were the cargo pants. They got denim cargo pants. I would wear them at Sears and Walmart for real. So I started off doing that. You know what I'm saying? Still Levi jackets, Levi jeans, sell them to the homies, make money doing that, right? At the time also I was selling weed. So I was getting ounces of Reggie for like 80, 90 bucks from, I don't want to say the guy's name, but this Italian dude that lived down the street from me. Alright? So, well, he didn't live down the street from me, he lived down the street from my mom's house, where I used to live at. At the time, I was living like on Bel Air Road or something. This is Baltimore, by the way. So, starting off, stealing clothes, you know, all that good stuff, right? And one time, like, I said, like, I don't know. I seen the truck come in, and on the pilot, it had cameras, Xboxes. This was an Xbox 360. Like, all this was going on, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, how can I get this out the store? I know Walmart, super tight on security, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know they had cameras, but, you know, it wasn't like how it is now with cameras. And, I'm tripping. I gotta get back to work. Look, we're gonna finish this in a minute. I'll be right back. Alright. Get back to my jail story. Why I went to jail. For the first time. This is for the first time. For robbing Sears and Walmart. Now, like I said, well, I was in the middle of, before I went back to work. So it started off, I was taking clothes. Now, mind you, I've been working at these stores for months. You know, I'm like, before all this even started, I've been working at these stores for months, Walmart and Sears, on and off, you know, night and day. It started off with me taking clothes, you know, like the Levi section, whether it be the Levi jean jackets, the Levi jeans itself, anything Levi, he was grabbing, like I was grabbing, selling it to the homies, like just wearing it, you feel me? Like I stayed dripped out, stayed saucy, you know what I mean? Even when I was struggling, like I made sure like I looked good, you know? Cause I always believed that if you look good, you feel good. You'll, you know, play good, you know? Or you'll live good. All right, so, like I said, at the same time I'm doing this, I'm buying weed from the homie down the street, Italian homie down the street. Now, Italian homie down the street, when I like tell him what's going on, like what I'm doing, he's like, damn, you know, you working at Walmart, you can't get like nothing like cameras and electronics, game controllers. At the time, it was I believe it was the PS4 and the 360 that was hot at the moment. So I'm like, no, I never really thought about that. So, you know what? I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going in. So, they are at Walmart, they used to bring that products in on pallets. Like those wooden pallets, they be stacked up with electronics. Games on there. I'm talking about consoles, the disc, game controllers, cameras, everything was on there. And I had this big blue book bag. I still remember it to this day. I had this big blue book bag. I started off small. I started off taking like the actual games that go to the game console, like the 360 games, you know, like WWE's, 2K's, Madden, stuff like that. Taking it to the pawn shop, taking it to the homies. Okay, all right, so I was selling stuff to the homies, right? But once I discovered the pawn shop, bro, once I discovered the pawn shop, bro, oh my, it was on, man. Like there was no control. So I'm getting games, I'm getting game controllers. I was able to get out, like, it was so crazy. And I don't even know, like, my dumb ass should have known, like, somebody is probably watching me doing this, because it took a minute for me to do it. But I was able to get an extra 360 from out the lot cage in the back of the Walmart and get it, you know, I basically maneuvered it through the store, through aisles, to get it to my book bag, you know what I'm saying? Put it in my book bag, and I got out the store with that joint. Now, what I believe got me caught up at Walmart, right? All right, so they had TVs, like little 19-inch TVs, and 26-inch or whatever like that. All right. So at Walmart, okay, so this is what happened at Walmart. At Walmart, right? You know what? No, we gotta go to Sears first. So Sears, okay, at Sears, I'm taking tools. You know, what do you call them? Craftsman tools. Like any kind of tool, I was taking it to the pawn shop. If I wasn't taking it to the pawn shop, I would take it to a mechanic down the way and sell it to them. Whenever you got like brand new tools, if you go to a mechanic shop or whatever, most likely they'll buy them joints. You know what I'm saying? And they'll actually get more. So I started off doing that. The tools in Sears are like, they were in the back of the warehouse, in the basement. They're in the back, right? And there was this cage. And when somebody ordered something or somebody came in and bought something, you would have to get the key from the manager or whatever and go, or if the manager's not there, you're the person who's stocking for the day, you know what I'm saying? You go down and you get it, you bring it up and you scan it or whatever. So at this cage, okay, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't have been the first one that was doing this, because at this cage, somebody had like, it was a fence. Somebody had like tore the fence to where it created a small hole where you can like get your hand in there and get stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So once I discovered this, I took advantage of it. So I'm taking automatic drill, automatic hammers, automatic drill, like shit that's very expensive. That a regular person might just have the standard screwdriver or the regular hammer. This was all like it automatic. Everything do it for you. Just plug it in or charge or whatever. So I'm grabbing those. I'm taking those to the pawn shop or whatever. All right. So one morning. All right. So let me tell you. Oh no. Before that. All right. So I had another homie that worked there with me. Okay. We're gonna call him G. All right. So one day is me and G on the shift. All right. This is the day I know I got caught up. All right. So I tell G, I was down on cash. You feel what I'm saying? I was popping pills at the time, smoking hella weed, like all that. So I'm telling G, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna go make this. I'm gonna grab a couple joints from the warehouse. I'm gonna run down to the pawn shop, and I'm gonna come right back. It might take me a couple hours. I gotta catch the bus, whatever. But I'll break you off. He said, you break me up? I said, yes, I'll break you off. I was like, you just got to cover for me. All right. So I did that. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So I came back, broke him off. Everything was cool. The next day, it's me and him on the shift again. It's either the next day or the day after or whatever. Sometime during that week, it's me and him on the shift again. So I'm like, I try to run the same play. But this time, it was either a manager or something that happened was though I couldn't go run the play. But I had the tools on me. Like remember I told y'all, I was wearing those big cargo pants, hella pockets, kind of like these. You know what I'm saying? But they were khaki, cargo pants. So, go run that play for real. Let me see, put this right here. All right, cool. So, I couldn't go run that play, but I had the tools on me. I didn't want to go back into the store with the tools or whatever. So what I did was, I went behind the mall, there was this dumpster, all right? So I put the tools under the dumpster and I just put like cardboard over them and shit so I can come back to them and get them later. What happened was, the day after that, another homie called me, we're gonna call him W. He called me like, listen, Cody, do not come back to work. They say they got you on tape, taking some shit or whatever, I don't know, but don't come back in here. And the day that this happened, that he called me, is Black Friday. So I know the store gonna be busy. I can probably, get some, what I'm saying? Couple some shit real quick, you feel what I'm saying? Get out of there. Cause it's too busy. Everybody gonna be doing something, you feel what I'm saying? So he like, yo, don't come back to the store. I'm like 19 at the time. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I need that money. I'm going to work. My dumb ass goes to work. And as soon as I get there, the vibe is off. Like the vibe is off. You feel me? And I had this big, I had this woman, all right? She was very heavy set. She was a manager, you feel me? White lady. She tells me, Cody, they want you to stay up front. They want you to stay on the floor. They don't want you to go down the basement. We're gonna have 2 people only for the basement, 2 people stay on the floor. It's never like this. No matter if it's a holiday, a sale day, like it's never like this. So I'm like, oh, like maybe I should have stayed home. Like maybe I should have stayed home. So maybe like an hour go by. You feel what I'm saying? Fucking security, I forgot what you call it, loss prevention. Come get like, yeah, okay, I gotta talk to you real fast. And I'm like, shit. Go into loss prevention. You feel what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, so they showed me some pictures. I'm like, yeah, do you know anything about? They showed me the pictures of stuff that was underneath the dumpster from like a couple days before. Which means the day that I went and I put them tools under that dumpster, they followed me. That whole time, they was building up an investigation. From the time I started, you know what I'm saying? They didn't know about the Levi's and shit. So that was a blessing. But they did know about that particular set of tools. That's how I got caught. Because when if I got like really caught was stealing all that shit that I was stealing, like the Levi's and all the other tools, that would have been a felony. And I'm gonna tell you how I know that in a second. Just believe me, that would have been a felony. I'm gonna tell you how I know this. Now, they couldn't really call the police because this was a misdemeanor in their eyes. What they did was, they could charge me, but what they did was they just fired me, barred me from the store, and all that. I'm still cool though in my head because I still got my job at Walmart. Remind you, not too long before this happened, I took a 360, I was actually 60 from out of Walmart. I had took a fucking 26-inch TV from out of Walmart in my bag. I had it in my bag. I put my coat over my bag, like it was too much stuff in my bag, and my coat was just hanging out, and I walked out the store. You feel me? This is all prior to me getting fired at Sears. So, in my head, I'm thinking I'm still good. So during the week, even though I'm fired from Sears, you know what I'm saying, I can't go back to Sears, the mall, whatever. I ain't gonna say the name of the mall, you know what I'm saying, because Baltimore's small. But, I ain't worried, because this was like 13 years. This was like a long, long time ago, you feel me? It's not on my record no more. Everything's expunged, I tell you, I did my time for it and all that. So, Walmart, boom. I go to Walmart one day, right? All right. Now, that night, remember, I worked that night. I'm stocking. That night, because of what happened at Sears, and I'm low on cash, I decide, bro, I gotta load up tonight. You feel me? A Italian homie that was buying the $90 ounces from down the street, he put in an order for me. Like, bro, can you give me some cameras? Can you get me a couple game controllers? Boom, 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 boom. I give you some money, and I got some weed for you. I'm like, all right. So listen, I take that big blue book bag, and I load it up. Like real shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, the morning comes. It's time for me to leave. It's like 7 in the morning. End of my shift. All right. So I'm I clock out as usual. I'm walking towards the door. This is my little skiddity bop bop, trying to get out there, get to, you know what I'm saying, go get my man's order. Then hit the pawn shop, get rid of everything else, you know what I'm saying? Hit the hood, see if they want something, you know what I'm saying, make a couple dollars over there. So I'm on my way out the door. There's this woman at the door, a Walmart associate, you know what I'm saying, just like me. She stopped me. This never happens. This never happens. She stops me. I'm like, oh, we gotta do a bag check today. Bag check. Bag check. Bag check. What? Like my heart sank to the bottom of my stomach. Like for real. So I'm like, you know what? I just forgot something in my locker. Let me go back and get it. I'm trying to maneuver my way out of there so I can go maybe through another exit or whatever. She grabbed my bag, whatever, you feel me? She's like, no, let me check your bag real quick, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. I set my bag down, I saw walking to the back, whatever. Security comes stop me. So I turn back around, whatever. I look down, I'm like, this not even my bag. Somebody took my stuff out my bag. They're like, what? This is a story I made up in my mind. I'm like, yo, this not my bag. I guess somebody put this stuff in here and switched it out and took my stuff out my bag. And they're like, they knowing I'm bullshitting. You feel me? I know they're not going for it, but I'm continuing on with the story. So they don't grab me up, but they walk me to the loss prevention's office, whatever, sit me down. You feel me? Like I said, I was 19 at the time. This investigator comes in, this detectives. She's like, Cody, where's the TV? That's exactly how she said it. She said, Cody, where's the TV? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. What TV? We have pictures of you walking out of these doors with your book bag looking like it's pregnant. We have video and we have pictures of you walking out of Walmart multiple times with a very loaded book bag, more loaded than it was when you came in. We also have evidence of you going into the cage. Did you know that Walmarts have cameras this small? Did you know that, Cody? That's how it went, like real shit. So I break down, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? I took the TV and she's like, where's that? I'm like, I sold it, you know what I'm saying? I can't get it back. Boom, she's, where's 360? I sold it, I can't get it back. Another person comes in with with some paper, with a list of items that I've taken over the course of my time working at Walmart. See, that's the thing about these stores. These stores will allow you to do things just so they can build up an investigation over time and be able to arrest you for an even bigger charge. You know what I'm saying? The more money that company is missing, the bigger your charge. And this is how I'm gonna tell you that the Walmart thing, that Sears thing wasn't the felony. Because this right here, what I did at Walmart, was the felony. So, basically, the list of items, that everything total came to around, it came to a value around like $7,000. You know, luckily it was under 10 grand. No, hold on, wait. I gotta check. Felony, I think it was 10 grand or more, something like that. Even when cops come, this was my first time. Well, this is my first time like being locked up. My first time being arrested, I was like 13. I'll tell you about that. But that was something small. But this is like my first time, and I'm in the county. I'm 19. I'm not really getting along with my mother at the time. You know what I'm saying? I got a girlfriend. She's fucking a senior in high school. She don't have no resources, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Fucking family is distant at the time. So it's like, bro, like what do I do? I'm starting fucking crying my eyes out. Like real shit as they walk me out the door. And I had to do walk shame out of Walmart's front doors. You feel me? With hands behind my back, cuffed up. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like this was the felony charge. They took me down to the county, Townsend Detention Center. And yeah, man. I did though have and it's funny, before I get to that, the detective at Walmart, he came and was like, we talked to Sears. You said you had your job at Sears. We talked to them about you, and they said you got fired for doing the same thing. I'm like, oh I'm fucked. I'm like, I'm done. I'm cooked. There's nothing I can do. So after the Walmart thing, they take me down to the jail. I get fingerprinted. I get my pictures taken, all that. I'll probably insert if I can find the mugshot. I'm not sure if I can. Cause I'm not trying to pay to get those records. That's like another part of my life. I don't want to, if you want to type my name into the Maryland Judiciary, you can do that. You can see I'm not capping. But anyway, this is my first time in jail. You know what I'm saying? Look, we're going to get back to this, all right? Just stop right here, all right? I'm in the detention center, fingerprints taken, picture taken, and now you get to jail. Luckily, this time around, I get let out on my own recognizance. But I had to go to court. And that's where we're gonna stop right here, all right? See you guys in a little bit.